This is the answer to a question from the person who asked, during your teenage years, did you have any other interests besides music? Well, before I became good enough at guitar for it to be interesting to me for 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day or whatever, when I was first starting to learn, it seemed like there would only be a couple hours of things to do a day or whatever, and at that point it seems like I used to spend a lot of time playing video games, but that stopped when that was at the age of like 12 or 13, but that stopped when I was 14, and I got a 4-track, and I was becoming better at figuring things out off of records, and as far as other interests, I guess I used to watch a lot of movies. I think I used to watch Blue Velvet a lot, and Eraserhead a lot, and Woody Allen movies, and John Waters movies, and who else? And I used to watch Clockwork Orange a lot. I think that's it. Nothing else. Oh, I guess I used to read philosophy books like Nietzsche and Krishnamurti and Schopenhauer. But other than that, it was just guitar. I guess you could call eating candy an interest. That was something I was very interested in. I ate a lot of lemon heads. This is in response to the person who says, John, are you aware that your music helps and inspires people? If so, how do you feel about it? Well, yeah, I suppose people say it to me a lot, and it feels good to be of some sort of help to people. I know that the musicians that I respect really have just saved my life throughout my life over and over again. They've, musicians as well as visual artists have, as well as I suppose actors and actresses, have made it possible for me to get through periods of my life that I can't imagine having gotten through without those things. And my images of those people are some of my main sources of happiness. So I'm glad that I could be of some use to other people, and this person asks, how do you choose the songs you cover, as you have covered a wide variety of genres of music? I guess, one of the main reasons I play guitar and sing is just because I enjoy doing it, so, and because I listen to so much music that to do it is just, for me, what comes from being inspired by listening to music. I guess you're talking about the songs that I've covered in my live performances, because I haven't covered that many songs on record, at least as a solo artist. But and I guess live in the Chili Peppers I also cover things. I really don't know. I guess different ones come about different ways. Big Takeover by the Bad Brains, which I did on my first solo record, was when I used to come home from rehearsal with the Chili Peppers in a taxi cab, when we were writing the Blood Sugar Sex Magic album, I got in the habit of singing punk rock songs to myself in a melodic, sort of slow way. And I would do this pretty much every day because I didn't bring a CD player with me or anything. I was just sitting in silence in the car, so it was my way of listening to music was to sing to myself or sing in my head. And one that seemed to work really well was Big Takeover by Brad Brains, so I decided to do a version of it on my 4-track with a mandolin, sort of trying to do a sort of a Battle of Evermore treatment on it. And let's see, like, I guess when I sing things live in the Chili Peppers, something like I Feel Love by Donna Summer, which I was doing just because I really love Donna Summer, and I love those records so much, and Flea knew how to play that bass line, and so it seemed like a good idea to perform it. And in the case of all the songs that I did during my solo shows for the last record, they're just all songs that really mean a lot to me, and they were songs that were within my range of capability to be able to sing them. You know, I suppose sometimes I get ideas of songs I get ideas to cover songs, but it just doesn't suit me or doesn't fit my voice or whatever. And sometimes it does, but I guess it's always just music that I love a lot. I guess some of the stuff that I remember covering was Bauhaus. Bauhaus song "All We Ever Wanted," and Joy Division, New Dawn Fades, and REM Country Feedback, and these are all just songs that really, I guess they especially meant a lot to me during a period in my life where I felt very alone, and I suppose as I was coming out into the world more, it felt good to express that part of me, which is actually also the same reason I write lyrics about the way I was feeling back at that time. The question is, what ambitions do you have for the future with your music and in your music with the Chili Peppers? I'm not really big on having ambitions, and I never have been, but I think you just mean if I have any plans, and I really don't have any plans other than in the immediate future. And don't feel comfortable talking about it. I suppose this is in response to, is there anybody in particular you would absolutely love to make a song with, like you did with Tricky a while back? There are definitely a lot of people, but I enjoy being in the position of being a fan. It doesn't really occur to me, like I might like Stereolab or somebody, but the thought doesn't occur to me that I would ever do anything with them. I'm just a fan. I have worked with a couple of people recently who it means a great deal to me to have worked with. I recorded something with Michael Rother, who is my friend in Germany, who used to be in the group Noi and has made a lot of great solo records, and we've done some stuff together. And Eckhard Ehlers, who's also a German, he's an experimental electronic artist, and I think he's one of the best people making music in the world. So we've been doing this sort of collaborative thing, which has been really fun. And I suppose I'm just interested in taking it as it comes. Again, I don't have any goals or ambitions other than just to make a lot of music.